The US 7.0 lineup is one of the strongest lineups in the game, and it's also one of my favorites, so let's take it for a spin in today's Respawn Madness video. I'm starting with 76mm Sheridan, but before we talk about the tank, let's talk about today's strategy first. And that strategy will be actually pretty simple. I am playing free cap American Desert, where players of each team basically rush to one of each capture points, as it is visualized here through my exceptional drawing skills. Now, my goal will be to intercept group that is coming towards the A capture point, get some kills and mainly get a lot of spawn points. Because, you know, gaining spawn points means you can respawn more and get more research point and silver lions, and of course win the match. And just like that I arrived to my position. Here I have a luxury to stay in scope and watch this road, because I don't have to be worried about getting killed from the side. And while you watch me to get some kills, let's talk about the 76mm Sheridan. Straight up I can say that it's a really good tank. It's reasonably fast and mobile, it has a stabilizer, you get the APDS, and of course also scouting and premium bonuses. All of that comes handy when you are grinding US ground tree and also grinding spawn points in matches. And I know that I am yapping about the spawn points, but you will see a bit later how important those are. Now, you could see me kill that Walker Bulldog. I also put very unfortunate shot on that tiger. I hit him again, this time disabling his turret traverse, and my teammate luckily is here and I received an assist. And now I know that there won't be probably any enemies going through there anymore, so I check a minimap, I rush towards B, get immediately shot at, but it's fine, I killed his breach and now I am just again forming hits with my 50 cal. And eventually we kill each other. Nice. And well, hold on, we are not ending here, of course. Through all of that I have secured 900 spawn points, more than enough to spawn in the plane. And I will be spawning in F89-B. And let me tell you, this plane is probably the best plane at 7.0 BR, especially in ground battles. It is extremely fast and it also has 6 20mm cannons. And these are not the ordinary M3 20mm cannons that you find on Corsairs and Bearcats. These are the much more powerful M24A1 cannons. And you will see just how easily you can melt any tank with these. I already secured one kill on that BTR-80 and now I am looking for my next target. And that brings me to the 3 things that you should be doing when flying close air support aircraft. Firstly, you should always be scouting the map. That's exactly what I am doing right now. That means that you should be looking for targets you can engage, such as light tanks, even medium tanks if you can. You should have constant intel about where the enemy SPAA are. By the way, don't engage SPAs head-on like I am doing right now. I only took that chance because it was ZSU 57-2 and I know that I already have enough spawn points to spawn in another plane. But anyway, to finish up the first point, you should also be basically you should have the overall knowledge where your teammates are and where they need you. Because you, in an aircraft in close air support, can greatly influence some of the fights that are happening. For example, here you could see me to engage the 3 targets that were moving towards our A cap. The second thing that you should be doing is to check from where the enemy aircrafts will be coming from and to be constantly checking that area. In this aircraft, the F89-B, I have the liberty to not do that because I know that most of the times I can just outrun them. But still, as you can see here now, I'm doing that, I'm checking for the enemy aircraft. And it's useful to do that because they don't ambush you and kill you easily, but you can also ambush them and kill them. because a lot of the times when they are flying from 15 kilometers away, they are not paying attention and you can just sneak below them and kill them from below. Now, the third thing that you should be doing is to actually not get yourself killed by SPAA, which I know that my gameplay right now doesn't really represent that point, but as you could see a moment ago, I already have ton of spawn points, so I can spawn whatever I want, and I just had 400 rounds left, so the more damage you do, the more kills and assists you gain, the more okay is to get yourself killed, basically. And the more okay is to commit to head-ons with SPAAs. But still, don't sacrifice your 500 spawn point plane to 80 spawn point SPAA. I luckily made it to the airfield, rearmed, repaired, and I'm flying back to action. And firstly, I will scout the battlefield, spot a plane and engage it. Very poor shooting from me, and if you are not on target with this plane, you can't really change your approach trajectory, but luckily it was enough. And now I know that they have a plane up, and I also hear a Stuka screaming somewhere. So I firstly engaged this Focke-Wulf, I think, again, bad shooting from me and pretty good evade from him. So it's time to fix my mood and kill this Stuka, at least. We don't have the advantage. Absolutely annihilated that guy. And now it's time to once again look for ground targets, look on the battlefield, and be useful for my team. Now I got also an assist from this guy, and now I will fly and you will see me engage SPAAs head on. And I did that because of two reasons. Firstly, I already did more than enough damage, I already spent more than half my ammo, and secondly, we started to lose the match. And by that I mean that the enemy team has 2 capture points and we only have 1. And so here you can see that I'm actually checking the battlefield and how it is going, if I need to take a tank or if I have the luxury to take another plane. And I can see that my team has a tank near A and also tanks near B, so we should be fine, and I take the Sky Knight to battle. On this screen you can see that I have almost 3000 points, and that we have about the same amount of players as the enemy team, so nothing is decided yet. Luckily our team captured all of the points, I get a bomb kill on this R3, and it's time to scout the battlefield again and see where I can help. And so I killed this guy and prevented the enemy team to capture point. And then I will engage this ZSU 57-2, because there isn't any more viable targets really to engage. And he is also close to the C capture point and I don't want him to capture that. Ended up with 3 kills with this plane, which is pretty good. And now I will spawn yet another plane, but the match will end before I can really do anything, so let's skip to that. Could also have a dance with this SU-11, but the match ended, I got 3700 points. And for all of that I got 180,000 Silver Lions and 13,000 research points. Pretty good, right? Anyway, this is the end. Let me know which lineup would you like to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye!